Hi, this is Jennifer Tinker and my student number is s3954513 and I'm just going to run my program. So it'll first go through crawl stars. This program does take the longest, so I've included user-friendly messages just so that the user knows there's still something going on in the background. While all these images are saving in the file directory, I will just talk about program improvements. So in my main file at the very bottom, I have got possible improvements for my programs. More error handling is definitely always really helpful, I found, because there's so many different programs that will run through the one program. It can just take a really long time to find the hurdles, find the bugs, and then go through the process of debugging and rerunning. And because the program, it takes over 5 minutes to run the whole thing, so it can just take a really long time to find the bugs and then try and fix them. More user-friendly messages of what's expected of the input. A lot of the time it just says image file, but once you've run all the programs, you have the image itself and then you have the image text file. So just more specifications on that would be really helpful for the user. More sophisticated coding just for both shorter runtimes and shorter code length. Titles on the golden frame images that are shown. More clarification on what the client would want up on the screen. And also fine-tuning for the fine cutoff program. I did find it was the most complex, and every time I debugged it I just felt like there was something else going wrong. Then just overall, I feel like if I had more time, I probably could have, just done a bit better. So just going back to my program. It's almost finished going through all the images, and you can see it's saving them one by one off to the side here. Okay, so now we have to enter an integer for the next program, so I'm going to enter 200. And now I've just included a user-friendly message again here, so that it just explains that the image that's saved as this has this many stars. And then again, just letting them know that all the star locations and the counts are saved as the text files. And I'll just open up a text file really quick to show you what that looks like. So we've got the count at the top, and then we've got all of the locations. Okay, so now we just go on to the next part where we enter the name of the image text file, or you can click enter. So I'm just going to click enter. So I'm just going to enter the pixel now. Okay, so because I hit enter, it's going to go through every single one of the files, and as you can see, it shows us the location and the distance for everyone. And now we'll go on to visualize. So I'll put in my selected image and the frames. I'll choose 5, and yes, I would like to change the cutoff. I'm going to change it to 100. And this is my golden frame image, and this is where one of the improvements I said perhaps you could put a title or some sort of name on this image. And now finally we'll find cutoff. And for the number of stars, I will select 100,000. Now this part of my program again does take a little bit of time, so now I'll walk through the methods and why one is faster and one is slower. So method 1 for me is significantly longer. That one takes roughly 2 minutes, whereas my method 2 only takes about 20 seconds. And the reason I think that the find cutoff method 1 is longer is just based on the loops that I use. It's just much more nested for loops, and the program's having to run through all of that data, whereas method 2, I just use a different method of getting that pixel data, which means I can skip those for loops, which as it shows in the timing just saves so much time. Okay, so you can see it took 117 seconds to run that program, and I've got a message just to say couldn't found that amount of stars, but here's the closest amount, and this is the cutoff value. And now method 2 is complete, and as you can see, it only took 24 seconds compared to the earlier program, and it's producing the same amount of stars and the same cutoff, which is always really positive. And that's everything. Thank you so much.